Hello loves, today I'll be putting you through the steps I take to achieve this beautiful look. Keep watching and do not forget to subscribe. I start by priming my face. I'm using the Zaron Cosmetics face primer in this video, applying it all over my face. Then I will use my fingertips to distribute the product evenly all over my skin. I then go in with two Mary Kay foundations, a light shade and a dark shade. I wet my brush with rose water for setting properties and even distribution. Then apply my glow oil on my foundation. Then blend in with this brush I got from the Real Techniques set. I take blending very seriously, as you can see in this video. I blend to my hairline, literally. I do this and take time with my blending. Sorry about my voice, I have a cold. I go in next with two concealers, actually one for my highlight. The lighter shade is for my highlight, then the darker one is going to be for my eyebrow, but I don't know if I would show it in this video, like the whole eyebrow process. So I'm going to highlight my T-zones, that's under my eyes, my nose, my forehead, top of my lip and my chin. I'm also going to line the lower part of my chin. Yeah, I was adjusting my shirt. So I can see these are the key parts, these are the important parts of my face that I highlight. Then I spray my rose water on my mini foundation brush. This brush is something I do not joke with. Whenever I apply concealer, I first of all spread it all over my face before I blend it into my skin, and that's what this brush does. If you notice from the blending, I did not put concealer directly under my eyes. I put it some meters away from my eyes, then I use the brush to now take the product upwards under my eyes, so that I don't have a large concentration of product build up under my eyes directly, if you get what I mean. Like I said before, I use this product to spread, I use this brush, mind me, to spread the product properly first. Then I will go in with like a blender, foundation brush, whatever I feel like using at that point. I blend every part of my face that needs to be highlighted first. I spread it first with this brush. You can tell that I use a lot of brushes. I'll be using this brush next, also from the Real Techniques set. I'm going to use this now to blend the concealer after I have spread it with the other mini foundation brush. I blend in a patting manner, like as you can see, I pat into my skin. That is the whole essence of blending to me. I don't just rub it. I pat it into my skin and brush it in this airbrush manner. I pat and make sure the product actually sinks and melts into my skin. I don't want it to just be on the layer. I want it to enter my pores, so it gives you this flawless finish when you're done with your makeup, because you don't want your face looking cakey. Any excess product I have, you can see from the video that I take the products from under my eyes and apply it to the lid, to the top of my lid, so that I don't have too much product under my eyes. I spread everything and take it to the nearest available part of my face. As you keep watching, you realize that I am not going to use a dark concealer for my contour, I would be using powder to contour my face because I feel like it's easier and it gives me a better finish personally. You can try whatever works for you, but that is what works for me. So I would not be using a dark concealer to contour my face. I set my face with Sasha Buttercup setting powder. As you can see, I dip the powder inside and I heat the excess off because there's really no point packing so much powder under your eyes because it will still do the same thing. First off, you're wasting powder, and secondly, you're putting too much powder on your face, which doesn't make any sense personally speaking. I use this powder to set every highlight area of my face, my eye, under eyes, forehead, bridge of my nose, my chin, my lip, top of my lip, literally everywhere. Then now this is how I contour. I use the black opal powder, oil absorbing powder in a dark shade as my own contour shade. I prefer powder contour to liquid contour because I feel this is easier, like I said before, and it gives me a better finish. I also like contouring my jawline. Time for my eyebrow. I'll be using the Zaron eyebrow definer to draw my eyebrows. I didn't really stress so much with that. Right now, I'm going to set the base for my eyeshadow. I'm using a light shade of concealer, LA Girl concealer to be precise, in the shade Toffee. I went back in with my foundation brush from the Real Technique set to blend my concealer into my eyelid. I normally prefer using a white eyeshadow base because it helps my eyeshadow pop more. But for this video, I'll use concealer. I then go in with the Ava Cosmetics Orange Neon Pigments. Pigments are really tricky to work with, so you have to be careful. I pat it into my lids. I do not rub it so that it will blend in properly. Then I'm going to create a smoky look. I forgot to add the part where I touched the black shade on that palette. But yes, I also use black. I use black to smoke it out first. Then I use the orangish color and the brown to blend it into my skin. I'm going to use the eyeliner to design or decorate my eyeshadow because I didn't want it to be so plain, like plain orange. So I use black eyeliner, black liquid eyeliner to create those dots on my eyelid. Let me just say, I was going for a different look. I wanted to pop, at the same time I didn't want to stress so much. Then I'm going to line my eyes, but I'm not lining it to the end, just the top to where the orange eyeshadow ends. Literally, like, there's no point stressing yourself. Then I use the Zaron Lengthening Mascara first on my eyes before I go in with anything like lashes. Then now I use my lashes. This is MS Metics lashes in Opera here in Opera. I use these lashes with normal bonding glue because bonding glue seems faster for me. Then I go in with the Flawless Ivy palettes because I like variety, so I just got the full palettes, so I don't need to pick colors. I use the dark shade to contour my nose. If you notice, I didn't use the black opal to contour my nose. There's no particular reason for it. I honestly just wanted to try out something different. I use the powder to blend my highlight and my contour together to create this fusion between my highlight and my contour, so that my face doesn't look like different layers in one or different blends in one. Do you get? At this point, I'm trying to finish up with my blending to just create this seamless look. I also used a highlighter stroke blush from the Flawless Ivy palette and I really like it. Then I went in with the Tara Amaria blush. This is me lining my lips. I just found this lip pencil in a supermarket and I'm like, okay, let me try this out. And this has become my favorite lip liner, to be honest. No cap, like, I'm not even trying to joke here. Then I'm going to go in next. After lining my lips, I'm going to go in next with the Zaron lip fix. I think this is Sandy. Yeah. Then I'm finishing up my eyes. time for my transformation with my natural hair rocks wig. I really love this look. Thank you so much for watching.